Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Nowhere Prophet. Things have gotten a little bit more grim. The game is definitely showing us some difficulty at this point, but for the moment, we are keeping on. I'm a little worried about our overall health level, but there's nothing for it now. So I think the plan is, we're going to need to hit one of these two food supplies, right? As it is right now, we don't quite have enough food to reach either of them without it becoming a problem, but I really do want to route through this bandit fort. I'm hoping that we can steal some food from the bandits. We'll probably have to fight them for it, but we definitely need more supplies, right? There is a market down here, but we don't have any way to buy anything, so it doesn't feel very sensible to visit it. But yeah, I think we're gonna route through here, and then I don't know. Once we get past that, we'll make another plan. As the convoy took a break to clear the road ahead of us, Davo quietly came to me. I know this is unusual, but I was wondering if we could spare some extra rations tonight. Tonight is Mego's birthday, so I think we should have a small celebration. Okay. We can spare 5, right? It should be fine. That'll probably give us a little bit of hope. As we finished setting up camp, Mego took some extra rations and surprised Davo with a modest spread of food. A small group was invited to join the celebration, and in the hours after the small feast, smiles could be seen throughout the camp. It was a reasonable trade-off for us. 5 food didn't change the number of stops anyway. The sound of a single shot ran through the air. Technopath scum! A group of Shiramist warriors rushed toward the convoy, weapons drawn. When you meet the Harvester, she will devour your soul and send you to true oblivion. Well, that doesn't sound very nice of her. Okay, yeah. Very concerned about my health. What is this? At the start of your turn, a random friendly follower gains +1/+0. Only 2 uses, though. Okay. I think I'm pretty unhappy with these convoy cards. Let's just recycle the combat engineer for now, because I'd love to have Shifty Scavenger in hand, and we can always, if what we draw off of this is bad, we can always just scrap him. Okay, that's not too bad. Get a couple of creatures down. Obviously, I don't love the Wanderer being out in front here. When a follower enters battle as a neighbor, that follower gains +0/+1. Hey, that's pretty good. Let's put you here then. Oh wait, hold on. It's also cover. The unit immediately behind a frontline unit with cover can attack unobstructed. Oh, that's cool. So we'll put him here then. And you here. That seems pretty neat. 0-4 with Taunt is a fairly effective roadblock. That's unfortunate. Okay. Well, obviously I would like to play Shifty Scavenger here. And we're going to be okay. They only have 1 damage out. Yeah, Shifty Scavenger here, and then Burst Fire the front row next turn to start getting points up on Shifty Scavenger. It is a little bit of a shame. I can't attack the rock from anywhere other than directly behind it, right? Oh no, I totally can. Okay. Yeah, then we want to put our Scavenger there, right? I guess ideally we'd put the Scavenger here. I wasn't thinking I had enough. It's alright, we're going to be okay. I don't want to play my Isolation Priestess, even though she's great. So we really need to get this dude down. And then, do we want to scrap anything over here? I'm actually pretty happy with a lot of these cards. I know we're not going to draw anything this turn this way, but I think I'm fine with it. And we may as well throw a point of damage at you. Not that it really does anything. And a friendly follower is destroyed, draw a convoy card. Oh, that's a shame. That's also a shame. Well, I mean, the Burst Fire is still pretty good, right? Oh, except I should have done this first. Well, maybe I don't even bother then. We just go to you for 8. Because then it's pretty likely that we have lethal next turn. given that we have the aim shot in hand already. All we need is for them not to play a guy with taunt. Oh, also, a blackout's kind of annoying. Yeah, okay, not great. Well, the blackout really sucks. How do we deal with this? We can heal this guy. You have Brawl. Oh, I did look up Stoic after the last episode. It means that when the a follower who has Stoic does not take a wound when they are defeated. So obviously there's some value there. So we could play Isolation Priestess followed by Supplicant in this position, which lets us first of all cover this dude, and secondly crush that guy with the shield. I think I like that. Do I want to play you? Where do I want to play you? We might even play you way back here. I really don't want you to be exposed, I think. Oh wait, shielded's not barrier. Right, is barrier the name of the effect that I'm thinking of? Well, we're definitely going to healing touch you. And then you can smash this guy? Okay, we are at least reestablishing control. Yeah, I totally got shielded, and I think it's barrier that blocks the next one instance of damage. Deal 1 damage and stun. Okay, well. So we can play somebody else in the cover position. So our taunt guy won't actually taunt in the cover position, right? And there's no way to deal with the blackout. Yeah, he's just blacked out for the rest of this combat. So we can play Devoted Guard plus some damage stuff. Coordinated Fire is pretty bad. We could blow up this guy, then just go to the face with those two, place something that has taunt to block you. Probably even, oh, even the cheap guy, right? Yeah, like, let's do this. And taunt won't be effective there, so I don't want to play you there. Let's play you here. We'll attack with you, just get a little bit of damage up. I guess I could have done a Blessed Strength there, but I think I actually want to Blessed Strength the guy with Guard. Yeah. And do I want to move you out into the open? We might need the damage, to be perfectly honest. Do I want to... I think I like these, and maybe Static Charge is not great. Okay, I like Quick Shot better. That's interesting. Yeah, barrier is what I was looking for. Well, obviously we have a decent coordinated fire here. Which is maybe the best thing that we're going to be able to do with Isolation Priestess is get her to fund a coordinated fire. I do so love the card advantage. And then we get to put you up. I think we can put you up in front of the thing. I'm hoping to draw some attention with the barrier. The barrier and the shielded, it turns out. Okay, with another burst fire, I'm confident that we can get some good work done against whatever they play, and hopefully some actual damage Yep, it's starting very well for us. That's less ideal. Turns out to be fine. Alright, smash. This is going to make it very difficult for them to recover. Oh, I guess I had lethal on them. Whatever, I don't need lethal. Yeah, I totally had lethal. Give all your other friendly followers +1/+0 as a kill. Well, let's hope that we don't end up paying a price for that. We could just let them flee. I will let them flee. Alright, so we got some meat and some lumber. They wouldn't have been able to flee if we had lethaled them. Our enemies have faltered before our power. We didn't apparently get anything for that, but you know what? Maybe later that we'll run into them and they'll remember our mercy. Maybe. A small fortress with imposing walls loomed over us, its makeshift flags showing the sigils of the local bandit clans. A small town surrounded the compound, its raucous citizens unsure what to make of us. Nearby in the slums, a few people sat on the ground looking us over with bored eyes. Off to one side was a large circle of stones filled with a boisterous crowd, cheering and booing the street entertainment. Ahead was the road toward the fortress itself, which seemed surprisingly empty. Well, we're pretty low on stuff in general. Looks to me like we're probably not going to have a lot of opportunities to get any supplies here. Two men were fighting inside the makeshift ring, and people began to bet on who would win. As we arrived, one man threw the decisive punch, and the other collapsed. Many cheered, and the rewards were handed out to the winners. A small man wearing a colorful painted mask came to us. You have to bet. You can't just stay and watch for free. Well, I don't have anything to bet, but I do have skilled fighters. One more person stepped out to the ring, a tall, unkempt man covered in scars. For the final fight, will anyone dare take on the rabid Januar? The fighter snarled as he swept the audience with his steely gaze, searching for a rival. Bria grinned and looked to me. May I fight? I would love to let you fight, but I can't afford it. Bria pouted as we left the betting circle. With no challengers for the last fight, the circle slowly disbanded. I can't believe it costs money to fight. We should make money by fighting. We approached the slums, and the gaunt bandit who was staring at us spat moodily on the ground. You look like you're here to cause trouble and fight Jarek. He's the boss around here. The outlaws around him chuckled. He continued. If you are, you should just give us your food and batteries now, since you'll be dead soon enough. Tell me about this Jarek. The gaunt bandit shrugged. We could tell you a lot, but we're all pretty hungry. I think we're just too hungry to have a conversation with dead meat, am I right? The others nodded. Just too hungry. Well, this is an amount of food that does change things for us, but I am pretty curious what they have to say. The gaunt bandit passed the food along, ensuring that each part of his small group got fed before he took some food for himself. In between bites, he continued. Welcome to our little slice of heaven. Jarek has got a lot of the local gangs to follow him, and they took over this town a while back. Some of them have it good, hiding in the fortress. The rest of us are out here wasting time between jobs, betting on the pit. People fight, money goes to the winner, but we're too poor to make any good money on it. I'm willing to do this one more time. And what about Jarek? Well, Jarek is a mean son of a gun, but he's not really the boss. He's just one of the former leaders. The boss brings him out to wade in and tire any challengers out. Then boom, boss sweeps in, you're dead. That's all I got for you. But if you still want to waste some of your bread and water, you know where to find us. I cannot give them 10 food. The gaunt bandit nodded as we left. Good luck. You'll need it. It seemed like there was nothing else for us in these slums. We approached the fortress ready for a fight. The road leading up to it was empty and eerily quiet, an ominous sign of things to come. A broad-shouldered man with a mechanical claw for a hand stepped out of the darkness with a small crew and looked disgustedly at us. You have come to fight me? I, the Bloody Blade, the warlord of the bandits? He flamboyantly whipped out his weapons. Thank God it was his weapons. You will regret this fight. Alright. Do we want to move some wounded people out? We could definitely run the Forerunner, right? So we could pull the supplicant back. I think the supplicant's pretty good, actually. I'm gonna just push on with this deck, I think. I didn't actually look at their effects. We're definitely not going to be able to play this headshot soon. I'm going to drop the Forerunner and maybe also the headshot. I mean, obviously it's very good when we do get to play it, but I don't know if I want it clogging up my hand for the moment. Okay, that's interesting. So what's your other thing? At the end of your turn, a random friendly follower gains stealth once. Alright, well, I feel like we may as well just play the defend. And then, no reason not to put the defender down first, right? Don't know if it matters too terribly much where. When a friendly follower is destroyed, draw a convoy card. Okay, so that guy's got to go first. And you are no longer directly attackable. We could still hit you with spells. So I could just, like, do this and then spend three energy blowing that guy up. I mean, it's not... It doesn't feel great. First target in the opposing row is a follower. Return that unit to its leader's hand. Does this still work even if I place him here? I guess I should find out. Yes, he does. Okay. We'll pop this guy so as not to have to deal with the card draw. That's a nice draw. When an enemy enters battle, they take 4 damage. And he's shielded. So just once, huh? And it's a construct, not a follower. So Merciless won't do anything to it. We can just burst fire it, or I guess I would shoot it. And we have to, right? Seems like a very bad idea not to. I really want to play Shifty Scavenger first. Okay, let's... Right, I have to attack it. Which I can't do because it has cover. So I have to kill the cover. Then it still has 4 health, so we do... And you can't attack because you're behind a thing. Shoot, man. Well, this isn't working the way I want it to. I mean, this should work, right? We can't target the thing. But we should be able to shoot its row successfully. Feels like a little bit of a waste. And then... We don't have... I think I'm just going to move you out of cover. We don't have a character to play here. We don't have a follower to play. But I think I'm going to pass the turn with 2 energy up rather than using shot. We'll just kill this guy with our follower. I think it's more valuable to save the shot for an enemy that we really don't want to engage in combat with hand to hand. We'll see if that turns out to be a bad play. Do we want to recycle anything? Honestly, no, I'm pretty happy with our cards. Well, you know what? Merciless is probably going to be pretty rough for us in this position. I like the scrap mechanic. It makes conditional cards like that way better. Okay, would be best if that guy didn't get to attack. That is not even good for them. Oh, interesting. So... we could... replay the defender, use shot and quick shot to get rid of that guy, and just go to the face for 2. It's a shame we can't safely get Shifty Scavenger down before we start doing stuff like that. I mean, Black Star Overseer obviously gives us a better board presence. Maybe playing Devoted Guard gives us a little bit better control, which allows us to play different stuff. And your thing won't work, right? It says fights the first target in the opposing row. I was assuming that placing it here would not allow it to eat that guy, but maybe... I'm gonna do that. then I could just I could spend my heal on it immediately afterward. We get the overwhelming damage. We still get to go to the face. We then have to move the Chambal or have it break through the trees later, though. I think I would rather do this. Like I said. Go to the dome with you, and then one of my 3 costs. I'm going to play the guard as a way of just giving us some control over what can happen no matter what they do next turn. Okay, well that's certainly a way of countering that. It's a shame so many of our cards are so expensive. We do, of course, have the option of going for a poison here, trading our dubious quality dude for their dude. I don't really want to play the headshot because it's so expensive. But we also are going to have a lot of problems doing anything else here. Yeah, this is really awkward. I mean, the headshot keeps me on parity. It feels like a huge waste. We have no way of reducing power here. Like, the Shambal would be a solution if we had a little bit more power. We could play the Black Star Overseer. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to play Shifty Scavenger here. We're going to play Black Star Overseer here. And then I'm just going to go ahead and do the trade here to pump that guy up more. That was an unwounded character. It's probably fine. Okay. And that right there is the kind of card you want to save your headshot for. Start of your turn, deal 2 damage to the first target in the opposing row. Okay, obviously not ideal. So what's the smart way to do this? 4/4 eats the 1/1. It doesn't super matter who eats the 1/1. But somebody should do that, and then I should headshot the big guy. That'll leave us with 3 energy left, which is enough to play something. I really wish the way the garbage on the way the garbage terrain has worked out has been really bad for us here. We really need to just get rid of that tree. Alright, let's have you crush that guy. Do this. You kill that thing. And we'll go ahead and establish the defender here, and he can just like work on that tree a little bit. That doesn't feel right. Let's put him here. We can put one of the big beasts behind the tree. Get the brawl off for free, and then have the enemies have to fight the tree to get to us afterward. Alright, 3/3 with stealth, not a big deal. Shifty Scavenger, who would even play that card? What a terrible play. Okay, that's a problem-ish. It's not so bad. So, a Ferocious Shambal here does eat that guy, and then we aim shot the other dude. We want to do it in that order so that the Shambal doesn't die in the fight. And then the Shambal has the... not in a frontline position, it says. Okay, well, don't much like the 3 health, or the 3 power. That's a problem. I think the right play is like this, then this. Heal that guy up. aim shot, and then we have dome for a ton. Ooh, wow, that guy seems great. Sorry, that girl seems great. That's less great. But honestly, we still have lethal on the table. If he doesn't do something. Ooh, we can do it even without static charge now. Yeah, there's no reason I don't just go to the face. So who wants to be blessed? I really like the Defender. I think the Defender... Actually, I think both these cards are great. So I'll just give you Relentless, and we'll give the Blessing to this guy. I think this guy has the potential to be super annoying. $15 food. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. With the hook-handed bandit disposed of, we heard the sound of a lone applause. A well-dressed man sauntered through a door with a large group of bandits in tow. Congratulations, you defeated the warlord of the bandits. Too bad he's not the real leader around here. I am. He grinned as he brandished his weapons. I certainly hope you have the energy for another round. After all, I could use the warm-up before I ransack your pathetic little convoy. A follower enters combat on any side. That follower gains stealth permanent. That's interesting. Add a piece of legendary equipment to the rewards. Ooh. Do we want to edit the convoy deck now? Probably not. I don't think there are any changes to make, really. Okay, I like getting defend up first turn. Do I want to put away the sniper? Honestly, being able to hold on to this, being able to play the sniper would be really cool. I think we're probably too early in the battle for coordinated fire too. Okay, I like some of what happened here a little bit better. That deals 2 damage to neighboring targets when it's destroyed. We got to be real careful about that. Go ahead and armor up, may as well. And then the Supplicant is not an ideal play. So he's going to gain Stealth, which is... Can I... Yes, we do have access to the rules right here. So Stealth is just can't be targeted. I know, I just saw it, but... My brain. If I don't look things up, then we're going to get that shielded/barrier thing happening again. Can't be attacked by enemy units, can always attack. So I guess actually... Sniper doesn't do anything. This guy's just a 4 cost with 5 power. Still, that's like an okay card. So I'm going to play you in a position that doesn't interact with the enemy cover. I actually really like them having a whole row filled. Yeah, it doesn't really matter where we go. Stealthy, and I do not get to brawl you. Dude does have a lot of health. Okay. So obviously we're not super well outfitted for a damage race. Coordinated fire next turn is going to be pretty good for us. I think I probably want to play the Shifty Scavenger because of the fact that we're intending to play coordinated fire next, right? Oh! You also have heard of coordinated fire, I see. Well, to be perfectly honest, that doesn't mean that I don't want to play it. This is so close to being good. Yeah, I think I still play it and then just, like, heal Shifty Scavenger. But it doesn't have to be in that order. And hopefully he just doesn't have enough direct damage to make my guy die. Okay, a robust 1/1 we totally ignore in this situation, right? That Thug would be a lot better if played next turn. Spike Trap's an issue. I mean, at this point, Merciless... Oh no, Merciless won't kill this because it's not a follower. We could burst fire it and then play Isolation Priestess, I guess. All units and leaders. So hold on a second. Is unit a word that includes followers? I guess keywords is probably not the right thing, right? Okay. Yes. A follower or construct. Got it. So, static charge is actually very, very good here. There's no reason for me to play anything else. Yeah, static charge is just great. And then... do I headshot that guy? It wasn't my plan. But having drawn the headshot now... headshot and then attack for 6 puts you on 19. I think that's okay. Also, playing a dude who has 6 power might be good. It fights the first target in the opposing row. I don't know that it actually helps us to... So we don't want to attack that guy. We could push this guy back again. Not that it matters very much, but then, like, if he's in the back row, at least it's theoretically possible that we will kill him at some point and get a health out of it. We're not stealthed anymore. Does the stealth... hold on, how does stealth work? Does stealth wear off when you get hit or something? It doesn't look like lasts until this unit takes damage. Okay. So actually, never mind. The rules are totally slightly different than I thought they were. I think I'm just going to headshot this guy. I'm going to save the burst fire. Perhaps unwisely. But I'm going to save the burst fire for hopefully being able to get more than one kill with it. And do we want to recycle anything here? Probably not. Okay, that's a problem. Wow. Yeah, that's really crappy. How do we deal with infinite health 5 power guy? We'd have to kill him a whole bunch more times this turn. So let's see. We could use quick shot plus burst fire to kill... yeah, we can only kill one of them. And it costs 2 cards, which is crummy. But I also think we have to. And then once we've done it, we have just Isolation Priestess available. But I mean, Isolation Priestess is not a bad play. She gets killed, but she gets her effect up. That's, yeah, alright. I hate this. But now that you have 5 power permanently, you do have to go. Start of your turn, re-stealth. Interesting. Okay. We knew that was going to happen. That's pretty bad. And again, like, the thing where these guys are effectively invulnerable is a real problem for us. So... we could trade off our Shamball for that guy, which feels bad. That guy plus a damage. This might be a time to scrap Merciless and see what else comes up. Okay, that's interesting. We have enough to play a big guy plus like Black Star Overseer or more likely Defender. I want to play Black Star Overseer once we have a couple more bodies on the table. I'm very worried about my health. So Pack Leader feels bad. Although Pack Leader is an 8/5 if I Relentless. It doesn't matter though, because it'll just die to the 6/1. I think we might have to use the Shamball to kill this guy. And then we establish this Defender, and we just accept the invincible dude. Okay, well, nice of him to do that before attacking. Robust is if this unit will be killed through damage. Okay, so Neural Shiv actually gives us a real kill. Unfortunately, the way our energy works out, the thing that makes the most sense is just to play Black Star Overseer afterward, which is kind of crummy, but I think it is the right thing to do. That guy's going to be a huge, persistent issue. Ooh, that's bad. I don't want to discard random cards. Also just a 3/2. That's very annoying. Okay, well, the good news is these guys are now out of cards. So we can burst fire these two out. We could shoot that guy just to get the 4 health, yeah, the 4 power unit off the table, and then I might eat a shadow, which is fine. Lets me put the sniper down. I think that's right. Because, like, they're going to be very hard-pressed to keep up with us on creatures now, right? We have exhausted their resources pretty badly. I think I'm not wild about Devoted Guard in this situation. Okay, Combat Engineer might be a little more relevant. Unless I end up discarding it. The Deceiver. That's, This follower permanently joins your convoy? Who is your in this situation? If you return a random enemy follower to your... Okay, so... Oh! The Deceiver caused him to permanently steal my guy. I see. That is hugely bad. Yeah, wow, that really sucks. So... Combat Engineer, Blessed Strength, like just really pump up the Combat Engineer and hope that he doesn't randomly top deck one of the best cards that has ever been played. For a second consecutive turn. Kind of think that's where we're at. Sorry, we definitely want to do Strength first. And then we have 3 energy left. I'm gonna scrap the quick shot in hopes of drawing... There we go. That had to get dealt with. Alright, a 6-9 with taunt is tough for them to do. Oh, right, stealth is a problem now. Oh, hey, what a coincidence. You just happened to draw again the card. Wild. And my leader deck is empty. So we lose. Yeah, it doesn't matter what we play, because we can't generate 18 damage, and I can't do anything about any of their cards. I guess, actually, hold on. If my guy lost stealth, then his taunt would work. So if we play the Enforcer next to him, that breaks his stealth, and then we can Relentless him up to 8-9. I think his taunt will work. Cool. Cool, great. His draws have been like bananas. Alright. That's a problem. That's a pretty good card for him. Yep, and then I die. Man, that was rough. He drew exactly what he needed every turn for the entire last half of that battle. I really thought that there was some chance that us having exhausted his cards entirely was going to matter. That's some real bad luck. With our prophet fallen in combat, we were at the mercy of our attackers. They wreaked havoc through the convoy, taking what they wanted, while the followers scattered to escape certain death. A few regrouped and decided to march on, but without the vision and power of the prophet, there was little hope. It wasn't long before the stragglers perished or abandoned the path. Well, it would not have been a very good sign if we had won our first run, I think. So we unlocked the Echo, the Nomads, and the Daily Challenge. Also, there are buttons here. Okay. I think we get the basic idea of the game. Now I'm eager to see what happens when I hit New Game, having finished that. So there's a campaign mode, there's a daily challenge mode we know. Play for score and compare yourself to the world. Same map and game modifiers for all players. Okay, that's an interesting thing. Once we're a little better and more knowledgeable about the game, we might try some daily challenges. And we have not unlocked custom. I bet you have to win to unlock custom game. Okay, so Chosen, Burdened, and Doomed are our difficulties. Those are good names for difficulties. I wonder if the thing we just played was on Chosen. We might play the next one on Chosen. We're not going to actually start a new game here in this episode, but I do want to see, because we were given... Okay, we unlocked a convoy, so that's a set of starting cards. And the Echo is a leader. So we have your leader class determines one deck, your convoy determines the other. Okay. That's interesting. So what does the Nomad deck have in it? Deserter, Graham Rager. That's an interesting guy. It's a very beast-heavy deck. I will say that in general, it seems like your followers are going to get wounded a lot with this deck. Although I guess people who have charge can just attack the enemy. Yeah, it's not the same thing as fighting. You can just attack the enemy prophet. We've not gotten to play with a rage guy before, but these seem great. Crashjacker's pretty whatever. The Januar Bear has a terrifying visage. Truly horrible to look upon. Spark Shaman we know. Bleak Rider seems interesting. You know, sometimes all you need to make a keyword interesting is put it on a big enough guy. Warlord gets charge and first strike. We love that dude. Okay, this seems like a cool deck. So the Convoy perks. Gain 4 food whenever you reach a node in difficult terrain, but your leader heals 2 fewer damage each rest. Honestly, that still seems great. Each combat, when you first damage the enemy leader, draw a convoy card, but milestones reached 0 of 10. Okay, so these are... Each convoy has progressive unlocks, huh? Okay, that's really interesting. Oh, well that would be a pretty good thing to have unlocked. And your starting resource situation is different with different convoys as well. How many are... Okay, there's a bunch to unlock. And each one of them has multiple things to unlock after you get them. How many leaders are there? Man. Okay, it seems like we might be in here for kind of the long haul. Well, I think there's a pretty good chance that when we come back, we're just going to do an Echo Nomads. Sorry, an Echo Outcasts. No, Nomads. Nomads is the new one, yeah. We'll just try with the new stuff. We might be accidentally making the game considerably harder for ourselves, given the low batteries and the leader health problems. But it ought to be interesting, at least. So that's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Like I said, the fact that we lost our first game is not a bad sign, it is a good sign, because it means that we will not get so good at this game that we will be bored of it immediately. So come back next time, tomorrow, for a whole new starting situation. And we'll see you then.